Next, I would like to invite Dr. Zhu. And we know that you've been involved with EANET for quite some time at the Network Center as the senior researcher in the Planning and Training Department and Atmospheric Research Department for Asia Center for Air Pollution Research. And you're also playing a vital role in achieving the goals of EANET and ACAP in improving the air quality and addressing air pollution problems through international collaboration, capacity building, and training. So, given that you've also participated in the drafting of the fourth periodic report on the state of acid deposition in East Asia, the report that we're really highlighting of for today, we'd really like to hear a little bit more from your own perspective. If you could describe and share a little bit of the key findings from the EANET data in the past few decades, actually, with regards to the impacts on acid deposition. So, we want to know a little bit more about what stands out most to you, given as well your robust sense of perspective. So over to you, Dr. Zhu.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for having me today. And definitely, this is my great pleasure to be with the well-known scientists and policymakers. And thank you, Courtney. Nice to meet you again. And thank you for your kind introduction and question as well. Before I get into the key findings of EANET data in the past 2 decades, I would like to highlight 2 outstanding features of EANET data. And the first important feature is that the EANET data is approved by the governments of 13 participating countries because EANET itself is like an intergovernmental framework. And different, I think it's totally different from the data published by the academia or NGOs. And I think EANET data is monitored and reported by the designated organizations and strictly handled in line with the standard operating procedure of EANET, and we call it SOP. And the second important feature I would like to raise is that all EANET data is disclosed with quality assurance and quality control. We call them QA/QC. And each government designated QA/QC managers for their countries, and QA/QC managers oversee the EANET data. So as we all know, nowadays, the world is overflowing with the information, and we cannot identify which one is the fake or which one is real, and there is a lot of fake news. So I think in terms of that sense, we can say that EANET data is very reliable and guaranteed by 13 participating countries. So this 2 important feature is directly and very greatly contributed to EANET. What is EANET data? And for the key findings of EANET data, I would like to describe 2 aspects. One is wet deposition, and another is dry deposition. And in terms of wet deposition, I would say that the diversity of wet deposition of non-sea sulfur ion and nitrate in EANET region was recognized compared to Europe and the USA. And I think the main reason for this result is that EANET includes border and very wide the area. You can imagine that we include from Russia to under to like Philippines and Indonesia. So it's very border area than Europe and the USA. And in addition, the distribution of wet deposition of EANET is higher than the EANET, the Europe and the USA. And continuously in terms of dry deposition, I would say that SO2 concentration is dramatically decreased in Northeast region, especially in China since 2010. However, the concentration of PM2.5 and PM10 and ozone as well are very still much higher than newly released WHO guidelines in 2021. Despite great efforts, we all of EANET countries have made on air pollution mitigation measures. So I think we must pay more attention and take more action, more strictly, and additional actions in dealing with air pollution to meet WHO guidelines and our national guidelines as well. Thank you.